Let's look at a matrix report. So I'll create another one using the same stuff we have used so far, and let's create a matrix report. So I'll select account owner here, and this time I'll select created date. Let's do created date here, and I'll do annual revenue. Let's do a refresh and see how it looks like. Now, this is an extremely summarized one, and this is called a matrix report. So what it has done is it has grouped the rows based on account owner and grouped the columns based on created date. So it's kind of a matrix which has come up. There's a thing whenever you group on a date field, and that's why I added it here. So whenever you group a date field, whether you just do it in a row or a column, you can, when you click this button, you see group by, and then you can group it based on calendar week, calendar month, calendar quarter, fiscal quarter, calendar day in a month. So this is very useful when you are trying to generate a forecast, a revenue report. This comes in very handy. So generally stakeholders and your finance team would like to see based on calendar quarter or a fiscal quarter. So then you can select it that way. So it would just group it according to that. Similarly, you would see some options here as well, but this is date field is very much used and very helpful as well. Another thing that you see here is that here it shows you the matrix report, and at the bottom it shows you the details. So this is the tabular report and this is your matrix report. What you can do is you can hide detailed rows as well. So when I do a refresh here, then I would just see this report and I won't see the detail. Hide the row count, I can hide the grand total, and I can hide the stacked summaries as well. Boom. So because I hadn't saved the report, so I'll have to start from scratch here. So let's do account owner, and let's do created by. Let's do, let me do a refresh. So I'm just hiding detailed rows, and I'll click save first, and then we'll see what went wrong. Report. Click save. So my report is now saved. Let's try and hide stacked summaries. So do you see the UI change here? So what has happened is it has brought account owner here and got created date here as a grouping, and it's just showing me that way. If I click this, it just changed the UI a bit. That's the only difference, nothing else. Right, and it has actually picked up created by. We wanted to do created date. 1 second. Let's go and change it here. Let's call it created date. Save and run. And now let's see the difference in the stacked summary. So now it looks more clearer actually what exactly is happening. So the columns are grouped on these dates and the rows are grouped in these ways. You can change the sorting order. You can do it this way or you can do it that way by clicking on these arrows. That's totally how you would like to do it. So this is one way of grouping your reports. Now I'm just editing it again, and so I'm just trying to show you that you can have up to 2 fields in each of these columns. So in the rows, let's add type again, and in columns we can have one more value. So let's do industry here, and if I do a save and run this time, let's see how our report looks like. So now here you can see that these have been grouped together. So it has created date and then industry, and similarly account owner and type. So that's how you can group your matrix reports. The difference between a summary and a matrix report is that summary is only grouped on row level, while matrix is also grouped on the column level. So basically you're doing 2 groupings in a matrix report. You can also create a chart here. I need to change the filters here again. Otherwise it won't show up all the values which I want. Let's create a chart. So let's say I want to group it on created date, and then I also want to group it on account owner, and then I want to show a reference line. Reference line value 50. Cool, and I want to show it at bottom. So that's my chart. That it has come up here. Similarly, we can group it on something else. We can change it to type, and we can change it to created date. So yeah, you can do things like this, and similarly you can use all other chart types to create your chart. We talk about joined reports. So I'll just go here, reports, and we'll click this and continue. So this is a standard report which you see. Now I want to create a joined report. So what I'll do is I'll go to this button here, and I'll click on a joint report. So what basically joint report means is, joint report is where you can have two reports within the same view. These should be of a similar type or can be of a different report type as well. It should have similar fields so that you can use the same filter on both the reports. So let's see. Then I would like to add a block. This time I want to add opportunities. So these are the common fields. So you can only use a filter which is common in both the reports. You cannot have a filter which is available in one report and not on the other one. There has to be some similarity between the two report types you are bringing together. Otherwise your filters won't work. Let's click add this. So now if I refresh the page, so you can see these two blocks coming together. So one has got the account block, the other one has got the opportunity block, but you can see there are no values in the opportunity block at the moment. Why is that? All opportunities, let's say all time, probability all, and I want to do all of my accounts. And let me do it all time. Let's do a refresh and see if I get something. Yeah, so now we see both the values have come up together, and now they want to group it. So you can group across blocks. So let's say I want to group it on account owner. Let's see what it does. So it has grouped on the account owner level. Similarly, let's say I want to do it industry. So let's see what it does now. So it has grouped on the industry level as well, and it's trying to show the data that way. So basically opportunities and accounts are linked together because account is opportunity parent. This report is looking really nice. As long as you have something related to each other, these reports come out really nice. But again, the question is, what is the use case of these reports? So to be honest, I haven't used them in last 10 years of my experience, and I've not seen anybody using them. Though a couple of people did try using it, but eventually they moved to something else as a solution rather than using a joint report. But yeah, this is one of the functionalities which is available, and you can try using it. And maybe if you end up using it in real life scenario, please do share that scenario with me as well. Again, so you can add a chart here. So rest other features are still there. So it has pulled up the chart. It is pulling up from the account block. You can change it to opportunity block. So again, it would show on one record and show reference line. So actually we can get two here. So x-axis, we have got opportunity block, and then we've added another one which is account block, and let's put it to the bottom. Let's see what it shows. It is showing you how many records are there. So account opportunity block 1 and account block 1. Can actually show you. So in here you can actually rename this particular section as well. So you can call it which is more relevant and which sounds more relevant to the business, and as per your report you can change those names here. And obviously you can keep the name of your report more relevant. So it could be called like monthly revenue, leads created last week, something like that. So which is more relevant to them as per their business needs. So this is what a joint report is. Try creating one by yourself and see how it goes. The UI is very easy and friendly all across Salesforce, so I don't think you should face any issues. If you have any questions, you can join the QA session, which happens every Friday, and please drop in your comments, feedback, and any questions in the comment section, and I'll get back to you.